going back to the molten chocolate, which I have not done in a long time, a lot of people have said, any other good molten chocolate recipes? I had a couple bananas going bad in my kitchen, so I said I'm going to put together a molten chocolate and banana cake, or a loaf, bread, whatever you want to call it, and put on a special kind of frosting. You know, I like to use the sugar-free, fat-free Jello pudding mixes, so I'm going to make a chocolate little loaf with a white chocolate frosting, and put 2 and 2 together and hope for the best of both worlds. With that said, 30 grams of the Core Performance Whey I'm going to use, a little bit under 1 scoop, 75 grams of the extra fluffy complete pancake mix, which is just under 2 servings, which is about 2/3 of a cup, baking powder, 3 grams, and 3 grams of Splenda. Keeping it real simple as far as the dry ingredients in this recipe. What we are going to change as far as the wet ingredients go is 2 egg whites, which I have right here, and I'm going to dump right in. Okay? I said I had some bananas going bad, so I took about 50 grams of a banana, which is just over about 2.5 ounces worth. Mash them up, put that right in the batter as well. Make sure all of it gets in there. Okay? Now the banana is a great fat replacement. Another fat replacement I'm going to use is a yogurt. If you wanted to use an applesauce to go hand in hand with the banana, you definitely could. I have right here a little 6-ounce Chobani Greek yogurt. You can use whatever you would like. I'm going to use half of this, which is 75 grams or 3 ounces, and put that in here as well. Okay? Now, the addition of the banana and the Greek yogurt are going to make this very moist. So this may not rise as much as it should, but the inside is going to stay very moist and be very flavorful as far as your final product goes. Okay? So we're going to drop that right in there like so. And that is going to be everything for our dry and our wet ingredients. Our Greek yogurt, banana, and our egg whites. And then we have our whey protein, our Splenda, our baking powder, and our extra fluffy complete pancake mix. So what I'm going to do is preheat my oven to 350. I'm going to mix this up. Okay. And when I'm done mixing it up, I'll bring the camera back. We're going to coat this with a cooking spray. Drop it in there for about 20 to 25 minutes and get it rolling. All mixed up, our batter is very thick. So what I'm going to do is take some cooking spray and coat my Pyrex dish like so. Okay, I'm going to do this over the sink so that way I don't get it all over the place. And just make sure it's evenly coated so that way when your final product does come out, it does not stick. Okay, so now that I have that done, my pan is here. I'm going to grab my little spatula here. And this batter should be on the thick side, guys, so don't be surprised when this comes out and very, very thick. Okay? The added banana and the Greek yogurt are really going to do that. And of course, we have a little bit of egg whites in there. So we have a great ratio of dry to wet. This should come out and be absolutely fantastic, moist, and taste delicious. Okay? Now, while this does bake for about 20 to 25 minutes or so, I'm going to keep my eye on it. The one thing you want to look for is if you start to see the golden brown on top, that's how you know it may be very close to finished. So, what I'm going to do is just shake this up. That way it evens out so we get a nice even layer cake when it's baked, and toss it in the oven. Okay? Now, while this is cooking, real quick I just want to talk about our white chocolate frosting. Okay? What I did was I took about 1 big tablespoon, 20 grams worth of cream cheese. I got a fat-free version here. Okay? 8 grams of the sugar-free, fat-free Jello pudding mix, white chocolate. Again, this is going to be used to help with very thickness when it's all done. The other 3 ounces of the Chobani yogurt and 3 grams of Splenda, just to give it a little bit of a taste. Okay? And I have this mixed up, and as you can see, it's a paste. And that's how it should be, because when this does come out, it's going to be hot. I'm going to allow it to cool for about 5 to 10 minutes, and even when I put this frosting on there, it's going to come out and start to glaze, which is exactly what we want. Okay? So the macros, instructions, and directions are in the comment box below. This is about 55 grams of protein, I think 85 grams of carbs, and 5 grams of fat. So it's a little bit over 600 calories, I think 605, but it's a great, going to be a good recipe for a nice big loaf and a nice big topping. And here is our loaf. About 25 minutes in the oven. You can see a little bit golden brown on top, still a little warm, and very moist. Now, the last thing that you have to do is take your little frosting that we made, like so, and it's still going to be a little hot up top, so this should be very easy to spread, as you can see, and it's basically just glazing its way on top. Okay, so that's all we're going to do, and we're just going to continue this, use the rest of the spread, even it out like so, and you are going to finish up with a molten chocolate loaf bread with a nice white chocolate frosting, or glaze, whatever you would like to call it. Okay, so pretty straightforward, pretty simple. And again, guys, you need to pick up any of your Cellucor products. Cellucor.com, Bkup20 coupon code that you can use checking out, saving you 25%. Be on the lookout for the brand new G4 series and relaunching of those products shortly.